Keeper here. Holy crap. Okay, a lot went down the other day for the big live stream. That was, what, 2 hours long? I missed it. And the only reason I missed it, I didn't forget about it, but last minute yesterday, I ended up getting tickets to the NHL draft in Buffalo at the KeyBank Center. And we're about like 45 minutes to an hour north of Buffalo, so no brainer. And I'm a big Sabres fan, and they recently acquired the 4th overall pick. So for that, and the fact that the Leafs were drafting with the 1st overall pick to get Gavin McKenna, that was going to be a historic night. So I thought it'd be cool to go. And my daughter, she's away for a couple days with a friend. They have one of our friends has a trailer north, so she was up with them. And so it was just me and Mrs. Keeper, and yeah, we made a date night out of it. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, I've been posting some stuff on Instagram. Yeah. So before we get into the touching on the live stream, from what I saw, because I did end up going back and watching it. One other thing is, it was Mrs. Keeper's 40th birthday recently, so we drove down to Washington, visit the Capitol. So I got some Instagram stuff up there. Other things that I've been doing, ended up creating a business, Kicking It Cardboard. I registered as a business. Mrs. Keeper helped me; she's into that stuff. But that's as far as it goes. I'm not doing like charging taxes or anything like that. This is more for going to like vendor spots, sales things. I did a few of them in one town and one outside of town. So it was called the Junk in the Trunk sale. So you just sell stuff out of your trunk, you bring tables, set them up, and yeah, you kind of act as a vendor, and it's cheap. They're like $15 vendor fees, and you spend like half the day selling stuff. And I had a lot of fun doing it. I was hoping I'd be selling a bunch of MetaZoo skateboards. So I was acquiring them, like, oh, it'd be perfect. And they're reasonably priced. I had them at $40 Canadian. Didn't sell one at this last one I did, but it was really dead, especially the last one. First one that we did ended up doing really good. Made like $750 in sales. But then the West Niagara one I went to, same idea, just different town, more towards Niagara. Yeah, I guess they didn't advertise it, and like nobody showed up for it. And apparently it was like maybe a quarter of the people showed up compared to last year, is what some of the vendors were saying. So yeah, it was dead. People packed up early, and then it started raining as we were packing up. So this is what it is. But tomorrow I'm going to be doing one in Ancaster, town just beside the town I'm in. So that'll be fun. And that's it's a TCG, Pokemon and TCG sale, and comics are also included in it. So I'm going to pick through a bunch of MetaZoo stuff, maybe some other TCGs, bring them just to show them off, talk about them, like Splatterkins and maybe Dead World, stuff like that, other fun stuff that I like. And yeah, nothing like, no like display cases. Like I got display cases for jerseys that I could just put a bunch of singles in there, but I'd rather just show off, like, just have a bunch of booster boxes and maybe bring some skateboards and comics and stuff. So that'll be interesting. I'll try that. And the vendor fees for that are pretty cheap, and it's a rich town. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, that's a lot of stuff that's been going on up to this point. And now we talk about the live stream. So holy crap. Gem Pokemon is now taking a torch. He's going to be running the show, which is interesting. So they got to get the licensing back from GQL. And I didn't know he had bought into a new MetaZoo with Charlie. Interesting. So him, Catch 'em All Collectibles. So Charlie, Catch 'em All Collectibles, again, Catch 'em All, and Zach. I don't know how many other people were in on it, but yeah, it's cool. So he's part owner, and I don't know. My understanding from hearing other people cover this stuff is maybe he purchased more shares from Charlie to take over majority share ownership. I don't know if that's the case. I could be completely off here, so don't shoot me if I'm wrong about that. Yeah, so I wrote a few notes here from that. Yeah, so last night I get home from Buffalo, and then I'm watching the videos. I see Nick posted a video. That was the first thing I saw. I was like, So I watched Nick's video, and then I saw Menace had covered it. He had a live stream that was up, but then I watched the actual stream, and then I watched Menace covering it, and next thing I know, it was like 6:30 in the morning, and I saw TMX's and Zealous's video from the other day, and I was just totally like locked in on Zoo, and just amazed at all the information that came out in those streams and people just in their videos. So it was really cool. Hype is awesome. Yeah, loving it. Okay, so what else? So yeah, Zach is Gem at Pokemon. Awesome dude. I know of Zach from the MetaZoo art auction that Bailey was doing, and I saw him. He was like a big purchaser of the art of the 2 days that I was on those auctions. So like I think he spent way more than I did, and probably acquired way more than I did, or maybe I got more pieces, but not nearly as like awesome. This is because I think a lot of the stuff that I got were sketches were in there, not just like actual like art pieces with color and stuff, the actual cards. But yeah, no, he got some amazing things, and he showed one off in the stream. He showed off the original Piazza bird art. That was cool because I don't think there was much of original Cryptid Nation OG artwork, if any, in that. But I guess there was the Piazza bird, so I must have missed that one. I wonder where it went for. That's huge. So, and while on the topic of original art, he was talking about using some of that war art, the unreleased war art, for potentially bringing back war, releasing War Legacy, which I thought was freaking awesome. Now, I'm just going to take you guys off here for a sec, because I want to show that off. I got Adre, that was unreleased war art. So I think that's the only war one I got. Hopefully I was able to show that off on the camera. Yeah, pretty cool. Anyways, I'm going to rip into some mail and stuff while I continue to ramble on. So if you're going to follow along, it's going to be all over the place. So starting with stuff I'm going to show off. I didn't show it off when I originally opened this. This was from One Up Trading Co. Grabbed a bunch of stuff off them. Crap. And the one main thing that I got off them was the Mothman, though. The Mothbrion from, what is it, base set? Yeah, the base set, base set hidden rare. Arguably one of the best hidden rares, I think. Yeah, I pulled the trigger on it, and he had it for a really good price, in my opinion. Something that was on my radar. I pulled the trigger, and then to make up for the fact I got such a good deal on it, I grabbed a bunch of other stuff from him too. And he hooked me up with some other good deals on some other stuff. We got Father Sam barbecue. I needed this because I have the original artwork for this. Probably one of the most recent ones that I had picked up. And then I got a bunch of Chronicles of Arcane art cards. Never got huge into Chronicles of Arcane. Actually, I don't think I ripped any. But I ended up getting a Kickstarter booster box for the PC. But it ended up not being the full booster box. It ended up being like the 10-pack one. So I was like, I kind of felt a little dumb for that one. So it's a duplicate. I got two of these guys. And these are some art cards from Indigo. Indigo is a fantastic artist. What else we got here? Sewer Gator. This is the Caster Cup one. Love the artwork. This reminds me of Pee-Weezo. Shout out to Pee-Weezo. I hope he jumps back in at some point. Still having hope for it. You never know. Yeah. So it makes me think of that guy every time. And it's got the little Caster Cup stamp, so it's more special. And then we got some D-Spirits. So we use some awesome D-Spirits. I'm like, I love me some D-Spirits. Yeah, so I got some singles of them, and then just regular singles, but then there was also some D-Spirit samples. So I'm like, oh, that's something I didn't have in the personal collection, so I had to pick up those. Anyways, this arrived maybe like a week or two ago, and I opened it. I didn't bother doing a video of it. I've just been doing some other stuff, right? Running around, busy with life stuff. Emma had her 12th birthday, so we celebrated that, and I ended up getting a new trampoline. We had a trampoline. My wife had, Miss Keeper, I got a trampoline when we were first dating. She had it set up at her parents' house, and it moved with us to our first house, and then moved with us to our house now. And so it lived for a good 15 years, okay? It was around for 15 years, and then finally broke in like the fall of last year, and I didn't bother taking it down last year. I'm like, I'll take it down in the spring. And I didn't think I was going to replace it. My daughter is doing competitive dance, so she's just so busy. I'm like, I didn't think it was going to be worth getting a new one. And plus, I figured they would be a lot more expensive now. And I looked into it. I ended up finding Skywalker Trampolines, their manufacturer in Canada. And they had like a mega sale going on. I don't know if it's still going on, but if you're in the market for a trampoline, that was by far the cheapest I found. It was like 700 something on for like 2 something. So with tax, I'm coming to like 330 and free shipping. So that the shipping, it was 2 gigantic boxes that were super heavy. I figured shipping alone, unless you have like a business deal with shipping company, I figured just if I were to ship something like that, it would probably cost like $150 to $200 for that. So anyways, it ended up being like an amazing deal, and I'm like, oh, God's birthday, had to get it. Oh man, it's starting to dry. Okay, so keep going here. But yeah, I put that together, and it arrived the day of her birthday. So I'm like, crap, I gotta put this together now. So I'm carrying the boxes, these giant boxes that are so heavy, from the garage to the backyard. When I do stuff now, like I'm still recovering that bone marrow suppression apparently, which means like I get lightheaded very easily. Like if you jump out of bed really fast and get lightheaded, dizzy, that happens like all the time now. Especially if I get overexerted. Like I can do push-ups and stuff, and you know, no problem. But then like I'm walking around like I'm drunk, like I've been smashed in the head or hit by a car or something. Like I'm so foggy. And so I'm putting this together, and I'm like, bending down, picking this stuff up, just constantly in a dizzy fog. Thankfully, Miss Keeper helped. This is Escape Alien, by the way. So I jumped in on one of his streams and got something. What the heck is he saying? So I ended up grabbing our gift to him, Topps Chrome box, hobby box. Man, the guy's just been so generous. Like I had to give him something. I mean, there's other people that I owe gifts to. I just can't keep up with it, so I do apologize if I haven't returned favors to people in the community. You can message me privately, like, "Hey, Keeper, like you owe me for this or that." Everybody except Lordy Cardboard. Yeah, Lordy, like you're not getting anything. I'm just kidding. Otherverse. Oh my God, he sent me an Otherverse box. So he still sent me a gift, even though I said like, "Here, I got it on the stream for him." Like, "Hey, rip it, have some fun." Little alien cutouts, astronaut. Nice, thank you. Yeah, you know, they're like Otherverse, so you know what? Maybe I'll bring this to show it off at the show tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll live stream it. Like this is gonna be new territory for me. I just hope like I don't have my I had purchased a tablecloth with my company's logo on it. That's gonna look really cool and professional if I go to these shows, but it hasn't arrived yet, unfortunately. So it would have been great if it had arrived before the show. So hang on, this is Flawless. Yeah, Flawless. Okay, yeah. So I was in Flawless stream. I think I'm mixing up a Spooky Mulder. Oh, never mind. This thing's on. Yeah, so I grabbed this off Flawless on his stream. Thanks, brother. Appreciate all you've done for the community. Appreciate you, Flawless. Appreciate you, One Up and Escaped Alien. Making so many G's in this community. So this is all on Whatnot. Yeah, I generally try to stay off Whatnot. Like I love supporting the community, but man, like Whatnot can get really expensive. Really expensive, really fast. so I generally try to stay off it, but wanted to check in on dudes and see how they're doing. Okay, and we got a pack here. Content creator medal. This reminds me of Menace. I know he always wanted one, and yeah, so I think he eventually did get one from the Ghost streams. What's this UFO pack? Dude, thank you, Flawless. What we got here? Oh, Pink Club UFO. Very nice. I've never actually ripped anything from Pink Club. Go figure, because they had tons of boxes that Folk was selling off. But the shipping, the shipping was just too goofy. And I never pulled the trigger on any of the Pink Club, and I kind of wish. But I do think that stuff is pretty cool. But, you know, I can always dabble in it at any point later now in the secondary market, but just I ended up paying up a little more than I could have gotten it sooner. This, I'm not even talking about the stream right now. I'm just talking about the mail. So I'll jump back into the stream stuff in a sec here. This was from Sean, Fort Worth, Texas. Yeah, and speaking of Texas, so Gem Mint, Zach from Gem Mint, he's out of Texas, so he ended up leasing a warehouse. He's gonna have a bunch of art stuff going on there, and this, yeah, it's really interesting. So he's in Texas, and so Sean. Sean is with Dead World. So I saw on the Discord. On Discord, I'm under Chimpoke Bro, which is my Pokemon Go avatar thing. I need the Discord for town coordinating with raids and stuff like that. So I need to have it. I can't have like two Discords IDs profiles. So I'm focusing on my Chimpoke Bro one. But anyways, yeah. So I'm in the Dead World one. What is this? Oh, is this bonus stuff? That's cool. Yeah, I saw on the Discord that they were selling some more first edition. They had a few more boxes left, so I was like, oh, get in on that. I swear I backed the Kickstarter under an old email and just left it, and maybe I had to confirm something once they were ready to send stuff out, and just that old email got hacked, so I didn't access it, and I just left it alone. Dingdefender.com. Interesting. Okay. Let's get, well, just like shipping singles, I believe, right? Ding Defender. Okay. And then we've got the promo, Werewolf promo. And, oh shit, a Kickstarter pack. Nice. I'll have to save that and give that to somebody because I think I already got somebody. I think Yay sent me some Kickstarter Dead World Kickstarter first edition, but I haven't ripped any of that stuff. I haven't ripped any packs forever. But yeah, we got the first edition box. So thank you, Sean. Yeah, I like the people involved in Dead World. I think the artwork looks freaking phenomenal. You got a bunch of the OG MetaZoo artists with Dead World. Mr. Han. He's involved with Dead World, which attracted me to it when I first heard that it was going to be coming out. And what else? So Indigo is an artist with it, and also one of my favorite artists, not with MetaZoo, is this one, the High Horsey, goes on Whatnot and does art cards and stuff. Super talented. I thought that was so cool. I got one for Zealous and his Maniac. Yeah, it was cool to have custom first sighting cards. So I look at that all the time. I just think it's the coolest thing. One of the coolest things that I have in my personal collection. Because thanks to the High Horsey. So yeah, Dead World TCG, freaking awesome. Okay, so now we can kind of start talking about the stream again. Okay, so what's going on here? So touched on Zoo. Oh, other streams that I was watching or videos. I saw a video from a couple days ago last night. I noticed it last night that it dropped a couple days ago. Apparently Moist Critical, Charlie, aka Moist Critical, did a video, he's a big YouTuber, talking about MetaZoo, and holy crap, like I had no idea he even had heard about MetaZoo. So the fact that MetaZoo actually made it to his radar, that's, man, that speaks volumes that people have heard about it. Like big YouTubers and people in, you know, the TCG space. But yeah, so it was interesting to see Charlie talk about MetaZoo, and I don't think he was fully knowledgeable on everything. Like, you know, I don't blame him. It took me like over a year of researching and watching everybody, the experts who were really deep in the community, talk about stuff and find out, you know, what really happened and stuff that you wouldn't normally know. So it's super crazy. Like I think the story of MetaZoo is so fascinating and could be a Hollywood movie. My personal opinion. But yeah, so it's interesting to hear his take on MetaZoo, and he thought it didn't come out at the right time, but I think it came out at the perfect time. Like looking back, like they got lightning in a bottle, and you know, prices just went absolutely insane for the stuff. And he said now, if it was out now, that you know, MetaZoo would be doing so well, and people would be scalping and taking advantage of all the scalping culture that's going on. And like, well, MetaZoo has been out. It was at 3 cents last year, and you're not seeing that. So that just goes to show you, yeah, maybe it was just lack of marketing. But they were going to all the different collecticons, which Zach said they're not going to be doing the cons this year or maybe next year, unless the collecticons waive their fees, which I would hope that they would, to encourage, you know, these TCGs to actually be there at these events like MetaZoo. Yeah, I mean, because that draws people, like, for one, to actually have, say, MetaZoo or like say Shard Bugs or Dead World. Like, yeah, you know, you can invite those TCG companies, no fee, and then just charge other vendors fees that are like selling stuff that don't actually like own it, the TCGs. Just, yeah, I feel it would be more engaging and just better for the TCG community altogether, in my opinion, because it is expensive to run a TCG. From anything I've seen and heard of people who have done it, like, I won't get into all of them, but yeah, so I think Charlie did miss the mark on some of his takes when he was talking about MetaZoo, but it's like no harm done. I mean, it was just cool to see him talking about it. But okay, before we rip into this, selling the skateboards, that was a goal of mine because I've picked up a bunch off of Football Repeat on eBay, and you can get boxes of 10 for like maybe around the price of like one skateboard. You know, if you look at the original retail on these. Now this one it was ripped here. I just want to show that off here. So there's a few that were kind of sliding out. I just gotta be careful because there was one that I had received from them, from Football Repeat, where I didn't get the ones that I had ordered. I got like a mixed box, and I want to be careful it doesn't happen, and that, you know, I'm showing everything properly. Okay, no, this is good. So I got the explosive rabbit ones, so they all look like explosive rabbit ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, awesome. So pretty good. 2 sales events, haven't sold 1 board, so what do? Get more boards. Why? Because we're insane. Alright, next. It's this one here. This one kind of had some ripping going on here. You can see. I think I'll have to open it from that end. Oh man. See, I get dry mouth so bad as a after symptom from treatment, having the radiation on my throat, that yeah, I have like permanent dry mouth. May get better over the next 6 months to a year, but we'll see. So chewing gum helps a lot. Making videos and chewing gum just doesn't sound right. I don't want to gross people out. If anybody's watching this, we're good. And we got MetaZoo bird. Let's go. So I won't go through all of them. Just make sure they're all here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beauty. So we're 2 for 2. So we got 10 Piazza, 10 Explosive Rabbit, and now, oh shoot, we got another box back here. Damn it. Okay. Okay, so here, just make sure this one's good. Yeah, this one arrived in the best shape. I love this shit so much. Like, it's big, bulky, takes up a ton of space. I just think it's so freaking cool, and I just think they're so undervalued. Like, I don't think like I'm sitting on a gold mine here, but like to show up at like a sales event and like pull out like 20 skateboards, it's just kind of nuts. And it's just I don't see other people doing it, and it's just kind of, I don't know, unique. It's fun. Oh, we got a shipping label. Yes. Okay, and yeah, we're good here. Let's go, you guys. We've got Dark freaking Watchers. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna be getting more. I would love to. I wish I could, but Miss Cupid will kill me unless I start selling these. Then I can't pick up more as much as I want to because I keep getting offers. Like I'll be watching items on P Football Pete because I'm watching them every once in a while. I'll get offers at like a much cheaper rate for these guys, and it's just 10 for the price of like the retail value of one, because these used to be $100, right, originally, plus shipping, and to get 12 for that price, like, that's freaking insane. So getting off topic again, still trying to cover the stream stuff. One last box to go through. Jesus. Whoops. Yeah, I got stuff falling over. That's not good. Okay, no harm done. So this is from... Okay, well, I won't say the name. I don't want to give the person's name away. I was surprised at this thing. But it looks like it's coming from Jersey, so... I know a few people in the community out in Jersey. Like, obviously Catcher Cryptids right there. Yeah, I've seen his videos. Awesome to see Catcher making videos. Who else? Oh, Prey is Ballin'. I believe Prey is Ballin' buddies with Catcher. He's out in Jersey as well. What's going on here? Okay, well, it's certainly well protected. I have no freaking... Oh, is that a binder? There we go. UFO binder. Sweet. Whoa! Okay, oh. This is awesome. I can't really show you. Can I? Yeah, we got Rat King. So, I picked up a bunch of the OG Rat Kings off of Quote, which was only supposed to be, what, 396 or something in existence. Well, Quote had a ton of them that weren't destroyed by MetaZoo. So they sold them off. I ended up getting a bunch, and I tried to fill a binder with them. I got to, I think, 300. And I've also put some other rats in there. So he sent me some rats. Rats from MetaZoo. Oh my gosh, a ton of them here. Oh, wait, so who sent this here? There's a note. Piece of paper. Oh, shit. This is from the catcher. Thank you, catcher. Let's see here. Okay. Dude. Can you read all this? Should I try to read all this on camera here? Oh, man. You know what? Catcher, this is a lot, man. Thank you so much, dude. I'm not going to bore everybody and try and read that. Your writing looks like a 2-year-old wrote it. I'm kidding, man. I got terrible handwriting too. That's so thoughtful. So, oh my gosh. Oh, we got more rats. So this is the new zoo. They took the art from MetaZoo, that rat king. Beautiful. Holy crap, dude. He actually sent me a rat king binder. A rat king staff, infestation, rat king staff. No way. Recharge. Oh, dude, no way. The all arts? Catcher, man. Like, that's way too much, dude. So, the all art rat kings. Got 6 of them in here. And he's got Crescent Broom. Why the hell is there Crescent Broom in here? Alt art, Crescent Broom. I could laugh. Like, well, why Crescent Broom, man? Jesus. Thank you so much, brother. That is, you know, this is a community, man. Everybody in this community is just so freaking awesome. And that's why MetaZoo cannot die and will never die, because too many people in it are too awesome. And Zach, you know, I have full faith in him going forward. I mean, it can't be easy what he's going to be doing. He mentioned, you know, he doesn't care if he's going to be losing like 100K a year to keep it alive. Like, dude, please do not be in a position to lose 100K a year. I mean, you keep it alive any way you can, but without losing that kind of money. But, you know, just whatever you do, be careful with your money. Don't, you know, hopefully he is successful and can grow this thing without having to fork out that much and take that big of a risk. But, you know, so it can't be easy one way or another. But yeah, I wish him the best. The website, oh my god, so the website, I think he said Eric was doing, with MetaZoo Black Market, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, MetaZoo Black Market was doing the website, I could be wrong. But, yeah, they put a ton of work into it. I went on the site and I made my badge thing, which I'll show you guys here. Huh, you check the time in the top left, it's 4:57 in the morning at this point. Yeah, so I made the badge, and I went to go, you know, see what was available in the shop. So right now, there's gonna be more stuff added, but right now they just have the 3 new sets available. So the new base set, Torrential Tides, and Secret Shadows. So I'm like, you know what, I'll grab a box of Secret Shadows. And I go to check out, and I go to do the address, and it allowed my information to fill, except when it came to country, it was showing USA, and it was like stuck on USA. So there's no options for other countries. It was like stuck on USA. So you can see the screenshots here. And then so I didn't bother checking out. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, message them. And so I went to the contact us. Like I scrolled down, went to contact us, and I got a 404 error. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Oh, here it is here. It's put together and it was probably done, you know, a lot of work went into it in a short amount of time. So, you know, maybe they'll see this. Hopefully someone will say something. Someone else will, or maybe you can see this and mention to them. But everything else will look great work, man. And no shade against Cartier or the previous site. I know Manus always dunked on a few things on the site, but it makes sense, you know, in terms of, you know, trying to look professional. There's little things that could be done and just never got fixed after Manus was covering them for as long as he did. So shame on them for not listening and making those changes. Because yeah, yeah, I agree with them. But I can really try here. Yeah, I guess we'll leave that for now. I'm kind of all over the place. But yeah, thanks for watching, and maybe I'll stream tomorrow from the TCG sale thing tomorrow. That'll be fun. Yeah, okay. Thanks for watching. Peace.